If you didn't think Ethan was gonna beat AI with stunts and MacGuffins, this must have been your first Mission Impossible movie. The past 7 movies have had the day saved through stunts and MacGuffins, so I can't complain about consistency, but there were other issues that Final Reckoning had that the others didn't. The first is Ethan's plot armor. The crack started in Dead Reckoning and fell apart here. The enemy is the Entity, which is a super smart AI that knows everything. It's so smart that it's able to create intricate plans like in The Dark Knight or Skyfall, except here it makes sense because it's an AI enemy. The first problem was at the end of 7 when the Entity couldn't predict that Ethan would pickpocket Gabriel. If it knows everything about everyone, why wouldn't it expect the guy who pickpocketed at the start of the movie to pickpocket at the end of the movie? It gets worse in movie 8. At least in 7, the Entity was winning for most of the movie, establishing it as a threat. But in 8, I don't think it outsmarted Ethan once. Throughout the film, he keeps accurately predicting the Entity's goals by saying that's what the Entity wants you to do. And he's right every time. How does a spy know what an AI supercomputer is thinking? If it was Luther or Benji, who are tech-savvy characters, I would have an easier time believing it, but it's Ethan. The story doesn't try to give an explanation for why this one guy is so special that he can outsmart and predict artificial intelligence. All protagonists have plot armor. The difference is that the armor is often logically explained. Here, it isn't. The plot armor ruins immersion and makes one of the main antagonists feel very weak. The second problem is the amount of deja vu. For better or worse, Mission Impossible likes to center its plots around epic stunts and action scenes. Before, most of the scenes were unique, but here, every major set piece felt like something that had come before. A 1v1 fight where Ethan is pinned and someone saves him at the last second. MI6 did that in the bathroom. A multi-person fight where Hero A saves Hero B from their problem and then Hero B returns the favor. MI6 did that against Solomon. A long underwater set piece requiring lung capacity. MI5 did that. A dangerous airplane fight where Ethan has to jump on a moving plane and defeat the main antagonist so that his teammates in another location can beat the clock and disarm a bomb, requiring perfect timing. MI6 did that. The salt in the wound is that these are mostly worse. The fight scene that was cutting between Ethan and the rest added originality and was overall better than the final MI6 fight, so that gets a pass for copying. The underwater scene was worse and longer, and the airplane plus bomb scene was also worse. MI7 had a car chase scene like the movie before it, but it did it better, so I'm not complaining. MI8 mostly didn't do better. For a movie whose main draw is its stunts and action scenes, this is a pretty big problem. The movie wasn't unwatchable, it was just underwhelming compared to the others, even if you exclude the fact that this was the last movie.